Hi there, I'm Paul Mitchell, leadership coach and author and founder of The Human Enterprise. Today I want to give you a small tweak about a real toughie, even for the most seasoned leaders. And it's about improving the performance of your team, particularly, say, one team member. And why it's a toughie is you're probably confused. You've read the books or you've gone to a seminar and they've told you you've got to push for outcomes. You've got to get those outcomes. You've got to make sure that you challenge people to get the outcomes. Then you've read somewhere else or some other speaker has told you, no, you must be more supportive, you must be more caring, you must create an environment of emotional safety, drive out fear. So you're going, oh God, what do I do? Do I do this? Do I do that? Well, of course, it is actually an easy answer. I think, Jim Collins talked about the tyranny of the or, do I challenge or do I support, or the genius of the and. How do I both challenge and support? And that's what I want to talk about today. How do you both challenge and support? Because if you just keep on challenging, keep on trying to hold people accountable, let me tell you, it's just too tiring. You have what I call compliance, where you have to keep sending out memos, following up. And it's just the purpose of being a leader is to give you more life, not to suck the life out of you. If you're trying to make people compliant, it will be so energy draining. You have no energy left to serve the rest of the business, your customers, society as such. So how do you go from compliance to getting commitments when people really want to do it? Well, number one, first of all, if there's a performance issue, like many things involved, but just have a look at it. Is it skill or is it will? If it's a skill issue, coach, delegate, help the person develop their skills. If it's a will issue, in other words, if they can do it but they don't want to do it, then what do you do there? How do you provide the support and get the outcome? So here's a very simple technique, in fact 3 things you can do that, not an open sesame, but definitely will help. So if it's will, what I would suggest you might want to think about is how can you link purpose to passion? What do we mean by that? Go back, have a look at the goal and not reset it, but really emphasize to the person, yes, it's an outcome goal, say it's a sales figure. Yes, it's a particular sales figure that you want to hit, but if they reach that sales figure, then they'll learn, then they'll grow. There's something in them regarding growth or potential. So it could be they'll learn to do cold calls better, they'll learn to do presentations better. In other words, it's not just about the outcome, it's about the growth. So focus on self. So that's what I call a passion purpose or a passion link. The second one is make that passion purpose for someone else. You know what? If you don't hit that number, then the team doesn't hit its number and we don't get our team bonus, or we don't go to Hawaii or whatever it might be, or you're letting someone else down and they can't do their work. Not out of guilt or whatever, but a genuine thing of trying to work with each other, to collaborate, to be a partnership with someone else. What they would say, I guess in Indonesia, is the gotong royong, the good of all. The third one is even higher. Make a passion purpose linked to society. Now, for some organisations, that's a lot easier than others. I was working with one organisation lately, and I love the close of the leader. He talked about the numbers, but then he talked about how that particular organisation gives back, I think it's 56 hours of volunteer time and a certain percentage of their profits back to society. This particular manager was in charge of the Asia Pacific region, and he talked about, hey, we can build more houses, we can build more schools, if, of course, you get that number. So we're depending on you. Notice there's a higher purpose here than just hit the number. So it is a toughie, I admit that. But if you can look at those 3 things, so in one sense, yes, you're challenging to hit the number, but you're also supporting the person by linking in some form of potential growth to hit the number, linking it to how they're supporting other people, or even better, I think, linking it to a higher purpose. You'll be amazed at how that will goes up, and you'll start to get the outcomes that you as a leader are in the end accountable for. Hope that small tweaks helps. I'm Paul Mitchell. Find the passion, develop the skills, make the numbers, and make a difference.